secure digital tomorrow. Welcome to the Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium 2023. Today, we gather around one virtual roof to explore, discuss, and innovate the path towards a secure digital landscape. Our symposium is dedicated to cultivating a cooperative atmosphere where collectively we learn from experts, exchange our experience, innovating a solution, and networking are at the forefront. Together, we will navigate through a strategy, technology, and policy that strengthen the digital defense of commercial, government, and small business entities. We present a vibrant array of session, workshop, and panel discussion, each crafted to offer insight, ignite creativity, and foster impactful dialogues in the realms of cybersecurity. A heartfelt, a warm thank you to all our partners, cybersecurity ambassadors, volunteers, and all the community organizations who have extended their support to make this symposium possible. Your commitment to cybersecurity education and safe digital space is truly commendable. As we divine into the spectrum of cybersecurity discussion today, may we be inspired to create, innovate, and collaborate towards a secure future. Let's the Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium 2023 begins. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Shashi to start our first session.
Thank you, Rehalji. A very warm welcome to all the guests present here for Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium 2023. I would share my screen. Rehalji, please let me know if you are able to see it. Rehalji, is my screen visible to you? Okay, so let's start. Today we are going to talk about managing identity in education from registration to graduation. So we are going to talk about how we are going to manage identity from a kindergarten to a university education. Today the agenda for the topic, the agenda is Neilji, uh, is my screen visible to you? The agenda for today's presentation is: why do cyber criminals target the education industry? What are the biggest threats in education sector? And introduction to IIM, then talking about regulatory compliances which are there for education sector. Some common IM solution for educational institutions will be talking about a use case which talks about the university education, and finally we'll be talking about what Rainbow Secure has in store to offer to the users. According to Microsoft, education is globally the most vulnerable threats sector, which is most vulnerable to threats like malware, which accounts to more than 6.8 million or over 63% of the total reported encounters in early 2022. Also, there's a survey from Checkpoint which says the education sector has 44% more cyber attacks than the year earlier. Why do cyber criminals target the education industry? The kind of information available from personal information, which is available not only from a local kindergarten to highly internationally renowned higher educational institutions, all are maintaining the personal information of a user, which is your name, your address, your street address, your telephone number, or some details recording for your personally identified PII information. There's a very valuable research data, especially for research organizations, which they are using for daily purposes. What is the lack of cybersecurity? Due to due to the dearth of funding available to the educational institutions, it is very difficult to use. They are using making use of the outdated technology, and there are very limited resources available to invest in cybersecurity solutions. However, the public schools they receive funding from the government, which in turn is very low in terms of budget constraints they have for inculcating cybersecurity education or utilizing any cybersecurity solution for their institution organization. However, it has proven damaging to these educational institutions because cyber criminals they are targeting the schools and the universities. What are the biggest threats in the education sector? So, first, most important is the social engineering one. Into social engineering, phishing, ransomware, and malware are the most common threats which are there used by cyber criminals to attack these institutions. They are using denial of service where today, due to pandemic, there has been a lot of online education available. The servers were blocked with number of requests where users were not able to access the servers when the need be. The institution, due to lack of funding, are having unpatched and outdated software vulnerabilities existing. There is new reported cyber bullying also there, where 33% of the users of internet are reported to have complained about cyberbullying. There is inappropriate content where, due to some filters which were not requested, which were not applied timely basis, the users have access to inappropriate content for their websites for their educational purposes. Why identity and access management? Identity and access management will help. It is very crucial for securing now these educational systems because what it will ensure that only the right people or the right users they have access to right resources. It will improve the security by controlling the user access. It is going to ensure that authorized access is provided to resources. It will protect the sensitive data and also, in turn, prevents the breaches from happening. There are some regulatory compliances for these educational institutions. The most common one are FERPA, which is Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. There is FAW, which is Freedom of Information Act. HIPAA is a very common, which is Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, and the Graham-Leach-Bliley Act. I won't be going into detail about these regulatory compliances, but some educational institutions are required to maintain these compliance acts are need to comply to these acts for their day-to-day operations. Now, what are the common solutions which an educational institution can adopt to maintain a good security or good cyber hygiene in their daily affairs? First, most important is the single sign-on, where to access to multiple applications, they can have one set of credentials to log in into number of applications. The second one is the multi-factor authentication, where a user can log in into one particular application using two set of credentials, which one may be a username and a password, and the second may be an OTP or any generated like captcha or any other, or whatever the software solution or the cybersecurity solution they have deployed. The third most important is that they should be regularly reviewing and updating user access permissions in their institutions. Now, what is the state of art in higher education scenario? Now, higher education, which was previously available only to institution which were offline giving the education, now through because of pandemic, it is available to widespread audiences throughout the world. People are using remotely access resources of an institution, of an higher education institution. Even students were supposed to log in into the systems, and they were supposed to gain their education on systems which are otherwise available offline. So through this visual learning content, or the exams are also conducted online. And there were like video collaboration platforms which have recently launched. So what are the vulnerabilities existing because of all this state of art scenario of the higher education right now? There were, because of these cyber attacks on these educational institution, on this sector in past 2 3 years, the student educators personal and financial information was exposed on dark web. Also, there were unauthorized changes made to the student grades. The online exams were breached, and there were ransomware attacks on universities where Lincoln College, which was a 157-year-old institution, has to shut down its operations because of a ransomware attack. And what was the reason found out in this was hacked employee credentials and improper access were the main reasons for all this educational hacking of educational institution data. Let's take a use case of our XYZ university, and let's see what kind of security concerns or the challenges are there which an institution needs to maintain to face these cybersecurity challenges existing in today's world. Let's suppose there's an XYZ university which has a large, diverse education, which is a large, diverse educational institution having thousands of students, number of faculty and staff available, which is the administrative staff. The challenges faced for this educational institution are they need to have security concerns, which is strengthening its security measures and protecting the sensitive data of the user and the employee. They need to enhance user experience because on day-to-day basis a student may not remember the credential to all these websites, all the portals, all the softwares he's logging into. So it becomes frustrating, and also if a user is noting down all this credential information or is compromising such information, then automatically or this institution is having vulnerability and is bound to be under threat of hacking. An institution needs to maintain its certain compliances so that uh, to strengthen its security posture. What Rainbow Secure offers here is Rainbow Secure offers a holistic approach. What Rainbow Secure approach is about layer security. It ensures that every aspect of the digital identity management is covered. So first solution which Rainbow Secure provides is the innovative single sign-on, which has easy access to multiple cloud-based SaaS or on-premise applications with a single secure one-click login using their username and password. The second innovative solution from Rainbow Secure provides smart multi-factor authentication. Why smart? Because first of all, it is providing extra layers of security which is beyond passwords. The multi-factor authenticator or the next authenticated login generated can have options which you can use formatted passwords. You can use OTP, which is delivered through SMS or email to the registered account. It can be also in the form of codes. It can be in the form of security questions. and it provides much added layers of security. Rainbow Secure provides security against malware, malicious applications, malicious applications, any user, even if they have access to one particular password, they won't be able to log in into the account because they won't be having the formatting instructions available to them. So hacker will not be able to hack into that particular account. Rainbow Secure has adapted MFA. What it does, it empowers the administrators to establish MFA policies which are tailored to various scenarios and usage situations. It is tailored on the basis of time and date. It can be configured on the basis of the device profile, on the basis of the IP location, and on the basis of the certain set of IPs which are whitelisted in the organization. Also on the basis of the location dependency. So what it does is it can configure restrictions on the basis of IP address available. What is the device signature? What is the geolocation of that particular device? And what are the time parameters that particular device is allowed to log in into the system? It provides comprehensive security for not only websites, also for email. It has also the functionality available for SaaS application and the legacy applications. You can utilize the strong MFA methods, again, including formatting and OTP over phone or SMS for enhanced security purposes. For example, if you have left your device at home, so you will be still able to log in into your system with the help of making the multi-factor authentication uh, token available to your supervisor, which will allow you to log in into your system for one-time access. Rainbow Secure has other innovative solutions. First one is it has a security. Its authentication has built-in support in the today education laptops provided by Chromebook and the Windows 11 SE. Rainbow Secure login is available for zero trust login. Then password and passwordless available is also available from Rainbow Secure. We have secure business email where all the information which is being transferred is encrypted using our own innovative patented solutions. We manage user onboarding and offboarding using our unique Rainbow Secure IAM solution. We verify our users using our smart multi-factor MFA solution, which again discourages hackers from making use of our multi-factor authentication tokens to make use of for logging into our authorized systems. Rainbow Secure also offers digital vault to secure sensitive data about cloud and the FTP credentials. It also make available student grants, exam sets, tender proposal and logins, and it helps the user, only authorized user, to log in into the system. I'll conclude my presentation here by stating that Rainbow Secure Solution provides greater compliance and reduces head desk workloads by enabling our IT administrators to automate many routine tasks. An IT administrator can automate the routine task and can sublet the task to independent supervisors of the departments where they can provide day-to-day care to the login facility of the users. We drive innovation by enabling organizations to securely extend network access to a variety of on-premises and SaaS applications by using our single sign-on solution, which helps us to enable user to log in into multiple applications using one particular set of credentials, where user do not have to remember number of credentials for logging into multiple applications. We are also providing a Rainbow Secure Password, which is a unique way of, it's a multi-factor authentication solution, which is when you log in into Rainbow Secure enabled application, when you enter the password, that password can be formatted using number of formatting options, which is more robust than any other password solution available right now in the market. So I request you to kindly go through this video, which is beautifully prepared, how to secure K-12 education and making online learning fun. I'll thank all my listeners today, all my audiences, and I would request if they have any questions. I would also request the also to kindly help me and in completing some points which I may have missed.
Thank you, Sasi. It was a really beautiful presentation, and you touch upon the essential elements of how education sector today faces cyber threats and cyber risk, and how identity plays a key role in both managing the educational identities as well as what's our responsibility to make the education sector both secure and progressive at the same time. Thank you very much again. And now I would like to invite Dave Goyal, the president, CEO, and serial entrepreneur. He has been having vast achievements in the field of technology, as well as he has done a great work in the sector, including healthcare, digital transformation. I would, without much ado, I would invite Mr. Dave Goyal, who is also happened to be your partner, to further share his thoughts and experiences. Once
Thank
again,
you so
I
much.
invite Dave.
Thank you so much, Dhaval. Nice to have everyone on Saturday morning or afternoon based on where you're at. Thanks for inviting us, Dhaval. One quick correction. I have my partner who's the president, Manish Bhardia, but yeah, I'm the founder and CEO at Think AI. And it's lovely to work with Dhaval on some of the cybersecurity slash manufacturing healthcare clients. Dhaval also looks after our CISO work, and very happy to have you, Dhaval, to help us out on that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I I can do a quick introduction if you like. So you did nicely present me, but I'm founder and CEO at Think AI. Have been working in software consulting or software solution business for about 30 years. Like Dhaval, I used to be a white hat hacker and did some security algorithms for mobile industry for GSM networks and so on and so forth in Singapore. uh, in US, we've been doing a lot of data and AI work. We are one of the first premium partner at Microsoft, where we were part of AI Inner Circle at Microsoft, and doing a lot of proof of concept right now on open AI and generative AI. Our focus is manufacturing and healthcare industry. While manufacturing does not look, it has cybersecurity issues, we'll talk about it. And healthcare obviously has a lot of secured information compliance needs. These are the two places where we pool data, we create solutions, and the data being the new currency and asset is always at risk on the security part, hence the partnership with Rainbow Secure and Think AI.
Yeah, that's a wonderful. If you have any document or presentation on Think AI, you can go ahead and please share, and so that our audience can get know more about what Think AI does, and then why it is very important to secure what Think AI itself does, and how Think AI is helping the business.
Okay, sure. Give me a second. Sorry, I came pretty unprepared today. My Saturday syndrome kicks in, so I apologize. One second, I'm just gonna bring it up. Well, are you able to see my screen? I think you are.
Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
So I thought this is an appropriate context here to not just talk about the Think AI as in general, which I already did, but really talk about our data and AI capabilities. Uh, I'm a storyteller, so I'm going to take it this like a story, and so bear with me. I want to start with a Mark Twain quote, which is pretty appropriate here. So, data is like garbage. I've been saying data is an asset, but it isn't garbage in a sense that if you need to know where to put it. Example, if you have malicious data, non hygiene data, you don't want to consider as gold. You really want to keep it separate, back to the point of cybersecurity. 80% of the business struggles with the data and the maturity of how to use data, what to do, and how to get the insights and actions of it. And eventually 55% have data silos due to they don't know how to manage the data. So we do excel in not only coaching, advising where your data is, what do you do with that data, how do you hygiene data, and then how do you take out the data silos and create data management solutions. These are some of the modern world challenges where you have large volume data, you have an issue with single version of truth, lack of insight on the decision making process. You don't govern the data. They live in a manufacturing world. They may be living in ERP or CRM or some public demographics. Scalability is an issue which is being getting solved with cloud, but not completely. And the topic for today is security and compliance. Example, HIPAA, HICER, GDPR, PCI, you name it, based on the industry. The value we provide is we get a faster and better analytics that should improve the performance per dollar, better decision making, and hopefully you have a better customer satisfaction and a modern data architecture. There are some use cases. We'll go too deep, but I just want to talk about how. So people always ask, can you really do data AI? And when I'm saying AI, it's also generative AI in different industries. And these are some live examples we've been working with customers. So like packaging and glassware. Nobody would think how you would apply on data and AI especially. So we have that, and I welcome everybody who wants to connect with me and talk more onto this. I would love to connect. Furniture retail chain is another example. So some weird examples I took: auto part industry, food manufacturing. I just wanted to show these are our technology stack, but Microsoft Azure has lots of tools on data. And let me highlight something here. One second. So not highlight. Yeah, it's okay. So most people who have worked with Microsoft partners who have Microsoft environment in place, they don't really consume and use the power of Office 365 platform provides. And one of the most obvious feature is Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Agent together called as Power Platform. And that's a great start. If you have data, this is where anybody can start. They can go and learn through Microsoft Learn channels and start implementing. If it's a bit complicated, we are there for you. We can come and help you. But this is where you can start on your own. And if it is a little more complex in nature, like OpenAI, which is generative AI, or more robust scalable data solutions, there are tools in the Microsoft world. So one of the myth is Microsoft has much more basic generic tool. That's not true. That's why the slide is talking about there's this full scale data solutions and AI solutions that can be created using Azure Stack. There are some more technical capabilities I'm going to skip over. uh, So this is one slide I want to explain how people can use full potential of data. Uh, it always starts with developing a data strategy if you don't have one. If you have one, you need to choose the right technology and tool set, like what I was showing in the previous slide. Once you have that, people always like to talk about AI, but AI, the data is the foundation, hence the slide is talking about it. Now you are ready with the data. Once you have the data and the modernized data warehouse solutions, then you can create data science capabilities, get the tools ready, then create scenario based AI services like generative AI examples I was talking about. And then once all this is done, then it becomes an advanced and analytical solution. This is what we also offer, all 5 layers. There's a maturity model. Most people know data is generally just a set of reports. That's not true. Data has a life cycle, data to insight to action, and that life cycle has a maturity model. When you start, you just have descriptive what happened, but it's just what happened. It doesn't give you much. Then you go in diagnose step when you use Power BI models type of technologies. But again, it only tells you why that happened. How to fix it, you don't know. Then you extrapolate using AI, and that becomes your predictive analytics. And then you prescribe in your applications like CRM, ERP, line of business. There's some examples of modern data architecture. uh, that's it, what I have. Thank you so much. Dhaval, I would love to speak with you on our partner to partner engagement and any questions you have. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dave, for giving and say concise and overarching presentation that actually put everything in a right format, so that everybody would understand what actually AI is. Because today AI people think about just a chat GPT, but it's much
Correct.
beyond that. So thank you very much for explaining in detail.
Thank you.
Now I would like to ask a couple of questions,
Sure.
starting from what do you think about the security challenges that someone like AI developer and companies who are more also working on the role of a system integrator faces, and how much those challenges you value in terms of the business preparedness?
Great question. So let's start from the journey of AI, right? And that will probably point all these challenges. So whenever people talk about AI, our potential customers, clients, developers, one of the education we give them is AI is not a siloed thing. Artificial intelligence sits on top of your company's data. Where your data come from really matters. It's not just what data it is, right? So, and Dhaval, you understand better than I do. If you have on-premise environments, networks, you put firewalls, you put gateways, you put security channels, you save common ports and things like that. Back then, one example, if you have SQL Server, and if you always put it, which Microsoft does when you do a default installation for a developer, I think it puts it on 1433 port, I'm not too
Yes.
sure. And one of the thing we always used to do is not use that port. Then later on, this was like early 90s and 2000, when the SQL Server was very famous, And Oracle, same thing, 1531 or 15 something, Oracle had the port. So we always change the port, number one. Number two, we block the reverse proxy, we put it so that people cannot just scan the network and things like that. So I'm trying to connect the dot between data and AI here, and also cybersecurity. So you need to know some of these things, have a right expert in place. So just don't start. But on premise was still a little bit secure in a way that there were more people who can do things. Now with the invent of all the cloud solutions, especially platform as a service, software as a service, the marketing technique is just come and plug and play. Nobody tells you when you plug and play, you are working on a public network while it's secured with your IDs. Your IDs are hackable. You can do anything with it. Do you have MFA on it? Do you use certs and things like that? So for developers, those things are very important. Even if you are a custom .NET coder or a data BI Power App platform developer, if you're connecting through an API and getting some secure data, whether it's patient data, whether it's payment gateway data, you need to apply those things. That's one. Second, uh, where you can really use the capability of AI is detecting different types of cyber frauds, detecting different anomalies and patterns and things like that. So set up your tools properly. Second, use the wise wisdom and knowledge. You can even use ChatGPT. I would advise it. ChatGPT is not an enemy. It's not a generic tool. If you know what's the right way to ask the question, a lot of that information can be given to you, and make use of it. So you should know how you take that journey from data from on-premise to the cloud to right tools to right security, right compliance, and then work on performance, scalability, consumption of that data. Hope that answered your question. I think I went into a long winding answer.
Yes, but it really was much, it was very good that you touch upon different aspects of the business, right? It's not just the generative AI part, but also understanding, your data, understanding the loopholes that at least you cover the basis, and then also about, people are normally today they have a worry that what if someone steals my data, what if someone misuses our AI account, so yes, it's much necessary to secure the basis. Technology is going to be there and it's going to be progressing every day. It's how you protect the endpoints, how we protect the access to the technology. And so that's why we always say that right access to the right people at right time, uh,
Mm-hmm.
that will be the goal for achieving your security readiness and business continuity. And with that, you touch upon the essential element of yes, you should not get afraid of using ChatGPT or other tools. It's just that you have to lay down a couple of policies and guidance for your user base, because there are ways you can, even stop the ChatGPT from sharing your data with other parties. Plus, Rainbow Secure provides you with a comprehensive MFA login to log in into the ChatGPT. So, and again, your login is secure so that you don't have to worry about, hey, what if someone sees what questions I'm posing to the ChatGPT? All those search queries and chat history, because that's a valuable information when someone does a research, right? And if you someone exposes your research data, then you are done even before you are launching your product. So I think that was very essential elements you touched upon. Now, I would like to ask you further questions on your experience with healthcare and HIPAA, and what security challenges or what compliance challenges you have noticed in the industry.
Sure. Happy to talk about it. So in my past, I spent about 9 years with Johnson and Johnson. That taught me a lot of things. I didn't know much on healthcare compliance related stuff, and now there are different elements to it. Example, there are three major poles in healthcare: payer, provider, and pharmaceutical, like three P's. Now, patient is at top, and healthcare, whether they are hospitals, they are surgical operations, labs, things like that, even physicians you are going to, everybody has your private data, whether you like it or not, they have it. So now, if those are not securing this world, and this world is changing, and I will give one example that came to me through a reference, a live example of cybersecurity issues today with the safest technology which people talk about. But going back to healthcare, patients, their social security is out there, their all address changes are out there, their physical connections with people with health conditions, diseases, everything is out there. And that's why a lot of compliance are out there, which is HIPAA, HICERT, things like that. Those have certain ground rules and things like that. If you know the, well, you know it better. Unless you do thorough auditing, it's not possible to know if you are out of HIPAA compliance. It's very difficult. AI is a great friend here again, because if you lay out the right policy and procedures, you still need someone like you who can define the sets of rules and things like that. Example, if you're sending data, patient data, you can send data, patient data to generative AI. That's a radical thinking if people will hear that. But yeah, you can, because the old concept, I say old because it's been there for some time, you can de-anonymize the data, you can take out all the IDs, you can make it generic, because you're not really learning about that particular patient and the person, you're really learning about his physical observations, behavior patterns, and what the other examples will tell you about that,
Yeah.
right? Same thing can go for lawyer or your CPA, they can all anonymize your data. So that layer through security can be put in, and that's where the compliance plays the right role and AI plays the right role. And now you can use AI on one more thing. You can find out if there are breaches and gaps that is happening, and it can be very predictive in nature. It can, if that is happening, it will start alerting and start locking your environment. And those are some of the precautions can be taken. Again, chat GPT and AI technologies are your friend, but you need to have the right consultants to set up your foundation. Don't start on your own. I would highly advise that, not because of our business, but really for the safety of your own data and environment. It's the currency that you want to save. You don't want to treat it like a garbage, like Mark Twain said. So that's the healthcare example. I want to touch upon one example through one of my friend. So blockchain today considered as the safest technology. There's like DeFi,
Mhm.
decentralized wallets, which is a Web3 wallet. But guess what? These are decentralized. And while blockchain is very secured, people can still hack your data, take your money away. And there is no regulations there today. People are trying to regulate AI. I would say regulate finance more than AI, because that's the real money which is floating around. And there also, how do you really identify the scams if your money is being scammed, whether you're personal user or the business user? And when all these deregulations are happening, which people like, I like regulations, but if you like deregulations, be aware deregulations brings a lot of risk at you on these scammers and hackers. So be aware on what link you click. Dhaval, we talked about it. We had
Yes.
an incident at, while we are very knowledgeable, I can very transparently talk about it. Somebody started hacking as me because I've been speaking on public platforms, and they started tricking my team in India. And I was flying at the time, and they literally knew when I was flying, where I was flying, and who I was talking to. And you and I talked about it. I was at the airport, and I think they took the security token. So you were thinking, well, I have an MFA and I have a secured this and that, but still the information can be hacked. So you had to go to anonymized logins. Same thing for patient, go for anonymized data. Same thing for healthcare or finance or manufacturing. See what precautions you can take when you take care of your data, which is your currency.
Yes, yes, very much informative. Yeah, yeah, very much informative. Yeah, now we can touch upon a couple of aspects of our relationship and different project we are working on, so that the listeners can get idea about how they can approach us when they have any situation like and how they can actually make their business grow with the help of you know all the things that we do together.
Sure. And Deval, my partner, unfortunately, he's not here. Manish is a champion of building good relationship with people. He's very consistent. One of the things Dhaval and I did together is we got connected. Manish connected us. We got connected for a client. It's a startup company. They were dealing with patient payments in in cash, meaning doesn't go through the insurance. So that some of the doctors like to do that. So they were creating a platform, and the platform was sitting in someone's server, and that server was like a machine by itself, and that gave me chills when we started taking over. So we started talking about that, I don't know much on cybersecurity. This much I know that this is not the right environment when you want to build a solution for patient. And they were not live. So don't get me wrong. They were not really losing. But if you take that live, that's the problem you're gonna face. Anybody will come in. There is something called war drivers, right? They generally drive and look at your local internet Wi-Fi connections, and they'll just hack your information. That's something good to know from Dhawal also, how you can secure your personal network. But back to partners, uh, we started using each other properly. So I said, Dhawal, let's create this certified solution together. And so we can certify all the security aspects when we build a solution, you know. But what is beyond that, which we don't know, from compliance to other security threats, and where Rainbow Secure can come into the picture. So that's how we started our relationship, and their team started to use us or help us on our environment setup. But the good way to start is have these conversations. You would not believe or know that you do need security aspects in your solution. Same thing goes on the data. If you are doing Dynamics 365 as an example, we can come in as a data and AI champion, while Dhaval can come in as a cybersecurity champion. So partnerships are a great way to upscale, cross scale the services which you don't already have, and it's a win-win for all. Customer has one-stop solution to create whole holistic solution and provide, and be peaceful with what they got, and partners can thrive on the best that they have. So Dhaval, I probably will not go and create a Power BI solution and say, okay, I'll pull the same thing here. I will pull Dhaval on the cybersecurity part. So I would encourage anyone to connect with two of our company when you have an option there, and we'll see how we can help you and your customers. So that's one way we are connecting.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dave, for highlighting both the compliance, the partner relationship, and how essentially, whether it's a new startup or whether it's the existing business that want to grow with the modern technologies, and now they know that where to go and what we can do for them. Thank you very much again for coming onto the platform, and I like to say that we'll have the relationship and the dimensions of it were expanding. Rainbow Secure is creating a collaborative environment where partners come together, leverage each other's strength, and help the business. So once again, thank you for joining at Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium 2023, and it was great honor for us and our listeners to listen to your thoughts and experience. Thank you.
Likewise, and thank you, Dhaval and Rainbow Secure, for inviting me. Have a great weekend and Saturday.
Yeah, have a great weekend to the listeners as well. Yes. Thank you everyone again on the Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium. Now I would like to bring Sasi Karhal on stage to wrap up and give us insights for next week. Thank you.
Hi, Dhaval sir. Hi, Nehalji. Hi, our audiences. How you are doing today? I hope you are having a great evening from India and a great morning in US. to go through all this insightful talks about AI and cybersecurity partnership. So we would like to walk through with you, Dhaval sir, on our cybersecurity solutions. So I would request you to help us understand how our Rainbow Secure SSO solution is different from others.
Sure, thank you, Sasi. So, Rainbow Secure has always been on a mission to help and secure the business. Why I say help and secure? Because technology is something to the layman or to the business owner. It's something is tech. Okay, I'm doing something that I want to, either help my customer or I'm doing something that I want to do it better in my business. So business always looking for assistance and help. And Rainbow Secure, along with its partners like Think AI and many others, they would be here available to help them in their journey, to help them in the projects and the process. Now, on the Rainbow Secure side, we always bring the best innovations to help the business, whether it's a multi-layer, multi-factor security or the single sign-on experience that we bring for them so that they can continue to be productive, agile, and secure. To highlight specific aspects of our offering, I would say that business can rely on us to simplify and optimize what they are doing today in terms of how they are managing their applications, how they are managing their access for the users. And single sign-on is a great way to at least declutter the identities and passwords and access permissions, the challenges they have. We bring on table one unified login, one process that user follows to log into, whether it's an email, is there SaaS services, or whether they are going into the cloud to work with the business data. And there are various elements of single sign-on we support, like we got login to Office, we got login to the even the custom applications that business have. So we are here literally bringing one pane of glass for users to access. And access methods are like various methods, as you rightly mentioned in your presentation as well. Like Rainbow Secure provides with a graphical login password, the OTP, the QR codes, and some advanced features like assisted logging, the team login, the delegated access. So we are here agile enough to support the business and innovative enough to handle the growing security challenges. Once again, thank you, the listeners, for joining us today, and we will continue to bring the exciting topics and more informative sessions every Saturday this month. Thank you, everyone.
So also I would like to ask you about our adaptive multi-factor authentication solution. Can you throw some
Sure,
light on it? Yeah.
sure, yeah. Definitely. So the multi-factor is when you include more than one thing as a part of the login process. Now, adaptive multi-factor is going beyond that. It's not just about more than one factor, but it's about how you adapt to the request that your system is getting from the user. Now, it's not always necessary that that would be a user. It might be a hacker trying to access your business resource. So adaptive multi-factor takes into account different aspects of that request, the context from within, whether it's the device, the profile, the location, the IP, and as well as the behavior, the past history from where the request is coming, for what which applications the request is coming. So there are certain red flags and analytics Rainbow Secure platform does on the back end that keeps the business secure from identifying the right threat, as well as to help the user if they are struggling, for example. Because our goal is to make the business easier to do rather than putting hurdles on the user's path. We try to make the authentication process much simpler and agile so that what you do is for the user's productivity and not for making any trouble for the real users.
So, Dhawal, I have one question for you. So, how does it helps to business to get compliant? because right now all industry needs certain regulation, compliant policies, and they have to follow. So how our Rainbow Secure help them to meet these compliance regulations and that policies that they want to enforce with their employee and users?
Sure. So I'll give an example of the NIST compliance, for example. Any given business is supposed to follow the NIST compliance framework and guidelines. They are also supposed to follow based on the industry. They are the FTC guidelines. They are supposed to follow HIPAA, SEC, PCI So the security compliance and regulations are here to give high level guidance what the business should be doing, how they should be doing in order to stay not only secure but also secure their customers' data. Because people always think that okay, my access is secure, my own data is secure, but no. When you are dealing with the third parties, when you are dealing with the customers, it's your legal responsibility to keep the data private and to keep the data always in a format that even if your systems get hacked or if something happens during the transit, then also the end result should be that at the most you have some inconvenience of downtime, but you should not be in a position where say that we have to announce that, oh, sorry, we lost your data. That's always in a worst case scenario for a business. And the way Rainbow Secure helps the business achieving the compliance is that we help with giving a stronger security. We help with making the system secure, the network secure, the cloud secure, and Rainbow Secure partners help the business in making the right choices, how they are adopting the right security practices, how they are implementing these solutions in a proper way. Whether you are talking about implementing Office 365 or implementing AI in your business or implementing new hardware in your business, it always Rainbow Secure Audit partners, we are available to help the business stay in compliance. For example, say you are a merchant dealing with a lot of online payments, then Rainbow Secure and their partners are here to help you to meet the compliance from FTC, meet the PCI DSS regulations, meet the regulations that you have to follow when you want to process the payment securely. So processing the payments now, you will think that okay, payments are good, we are always using the given e-commerce payment provider. But now, when that payment flows from your business system to your CRM, then there also you have the responsibility to keep your marketing and sales data secure. Because many times, people always secure their emails or secure their payment information, but they forget to secure the downstream data that they are sharing with this other system. So it's equally important to secure your CRM. It's equally important to secure your backup systems, because archival is a key system that you will be requiring when you are facing the aftermath of, say, for example, ransomware attack or any other unexpected downtime for your business. So it's equally important that hackers will not be able to hack your archival stores, your cloud backups for email or your business data, and keep it secure. Here again, Rainbow Secure helps you to secure these other IT system that you not even realize that you are using. But
So
uh,
follow up question for that, like for archival data, so if I am having a downtime, then how you can help, like I'm your customer and I'm having this kind of problem, how you can help me?
sure. So Rainbow Secure provides the manager archival services and the security services for a business. So in this model, what Rainbow Secure provides is a platform where you can it lets you identify before and after scenario. It helps you with the steps that you should be taking to bring your email or your business data online from the backup processes that we have set up for you. And we help you do it in a secure manner or the secure encrypted channels, so that when even if you are out of luck accessing your email or other systems. InfoSecure's dedicated encryption channel can help you to talk with each other and also help the employees in working in hybrid environment, especially the IT admin and security staff, to continue working and bring the systems online.
Okay. So if, as I understand, like if I have some downtime, you help me to restore all my data and everything. But what if, suppose I have some new employee are joining our organization? So how, in that case, how you can help me? Like if someone is joining our organization, do you help also to onboard them? And currently we have like a 10 plus business application that we are using. So how you can help in that case?
Yeah, so apart from the MFA and single sign-on solution that InfoSecure provides, InfoSecure also has a comprehensive services around the onboarding for the employees, where we can help you. We can give you the platform where you can onboard the employees in a seamless and secure manner. You can give them the access. You can provision their access from one place. So this is a comprehensive offering on the user's identity and access management side, where you can onboard the employees, you can give them access from day one. We also have, like, HR departments to actually control the employees access that are leaving the organization. That's deprovisioning, we call it. So it's a very much essential part of the security framework that ideally every business will adopt. Because today's in hybrid world, in olden days you had all your computers in your office, and if you just don't give the building access to the employee, then your data was secure. But now, with everyone having access to the emails and your business applications remotely, so you have to coordinate, you have to connect your applications, your emails with a centralized access framework like Remote Secure, so that if someone's project is ending because of end of the contract, or if someone is going on a vacation, then either you want an automation in terminating or disabling the access for a given user. So here is where Remote Secure and its partners can help.
So this will like, our admin can do that, or you or your partner can help us?
So even the client's admin can do that. If client has an internal team, like a help desk team that want to manage the user provisioning, deprovisioning, and access management, then we can give them the access to the dashboard that they can use. If client has like a not a dedicated help desk team, then we can provide the resource to manage their user provisioning and other features.
Thank you. And suppose like, currently we are working in a hybrid environment, and we are using like AWS service, as well as sometimes we are using Microsoft Azure service also. So in that case, how you can help us?
So Rainbow Secure helps in unifying the identity repositories into one platform. So whether you have some of the users having identity from AWS, or some users have Azure AD identities, and some users they have just the regular application access. So Rainbow Secure can connect your users, for example, your employee staff who is using mainly Office emails, so they would have Azure AD identities. Suppose you have developed an application on AWS, right? And you have given that access to your partner. So obviously they will have the AWS identities. So we here help you unify different identities structure into one. So it's like you don't have to maintain multiple user systems, and you don't have to go three different places in order to grant access. Your users with one unified identity can actually access, as well as they can actually manage the user lifecycle.
Okay. And like, how you maintain all this user, like, data? Like, there currently we are connect some users, they are connecting with the Microsoft Active Directory, and some of them have like Azure they have to maintain that directory. So how you think like a Rainbow Secure comes in place to join this together, or do you
Yes.
have any services that can help to like connect them?
Yes, Secure provides API as well as the ETL jobs to maintain the synchronization between your identity directory and the Rainbow Secure platform so that any sort of manual intervention is minimized and users' identity changes happens in a kind of a real time. So users don't have to fumble around multiple directories to handle all these changes. It all flows through to the remote secure platform, and that's the one place where you will be managing the ultimate user access.
And if company have certain policy, like all company are currently maintaining the private password policies, like they have to like mm, reset their passwords, and they have to enforce all those password policies. So how Rainbow Secure help them to enforce all the password policies and manage them?
So with directory unification and single sign-on experience that Rainbow Secure is providing, you got now one place to worry about only. You don't have to worry about the password policies for seven different applications that your users are using. It's only at one place where you maintain those policies, and that's where you have more flexibility on whom you are giving access, when you are giving access, whether you are providing a delegate access feature for someone, or whether you want to provide on-demand access for some users. You may not want to give the access to given users all the time, but some access may be more on demand based on whether someone is working on given change management or someone is working on given server, or whether someone is just coming on site and then you want to give access rather than you want to give the remote access. So there are different use cases that you can handle with a single place of security configuration.
Thank you. uh, do you have any questions, Sashi?
Yeah, sir, I wanted to know, sir, if in a university setup, if the university is maintaining their own service, data service, so how Rainbow Secure can help them, for the login authentication process? Can you like enlighten us about it?
Sure. So with a on-premise environment, Rainbow Secure, there are two options, two pathways here. One, they can continue to have the servers on-premise, and Rainbow Secure's on-premise installations of authentication server and MFA implementation will help them secure their business servers, right, within the closed environment. And this is really applicable for not only the education sector but for manufacturing industry or for a critical infrastructure industry where they knowingly don't want to have their servers connected with outside world. So here, the Rainbow Secure's ability to deploy its MFN single sign-on experience within the closed-net environment, and the way the Rainbow Secure provides multi-layer, multi-factor, right, using the colors and style combinations. So it's an ideal solution for even the use cases where you can't send OTP, for example, right? So we have proprietary methods where user can still use the login securely. The access would be secure enough where that they are accessing their on-floor applications, or here suppose staff is managing the examination system or any other system. We can provide this API and the connectivity that would work within the local network, and it will help the organization stay secure and compliant.
Thank you,
Yeah, and
sir.
one thing I forgot to mention about the cloud migration. We can also help the organization migrate their on-prem resources to the cloud, and we have a partners, extensive partner network that can help our educational customers to go to the cloud, deploy, migrate the data, set up the instances, servers, everything. And Inmo Secure will bring in the best of the security implementation using both the Azure's security configuration as well as the Rainbow Secure's security options that keep them going among the different educational tools they're using.
Thank you, sir. Also, sir, I would like to know that, I mean, even if in a university setup, if there is a hybrid workforce, if the students, like how the students are learning offline and half the students are like online. So, do you encourage the use of bring your own devices?
So with the flexibility that Rainbow Secure provides, if user wants to student wants to bring their own device, it's their choice. But if institution wants to give them their own device, because Rainbow Secure supports both the Chromebook and the Windows 11 Student Edition, so it's a streaming options now. So you can log into your educational apps from any device. So that's why here Rainbow Secure's ability to secure both the streaming applications as well as on-premise hosted applications here. So that's why it is a choice of the university whether they want to provide them the device to the students or they can allow the student bring their own device.
Thank
And
you, sir.
what kind of application they can be like Rainbow Secure can be connected in that scenario? Like,
So in the US, there are different applications like IXL and McGraw-Hill and the Docebo Learning Platform. There are many educational applications our customers are using today. For example, Docebo. They have connected their website and the learning management portal together with Rainbow Secure, and the users accessing this learning content from anywhere, any device they are using. They are using MacBook, Chromebook, Windows.
so this is only for teachers or staff, or this is student can also be used.
Even the students, teachers can work on the content on the back end, and students can access the learning, content from their own devices as well.
So, are these devices going to track the users? Is,
Uh,
is Rainbow Secure going to talk about the privacy of the users here?
Sure. So the all the data, the request data is being anonymized after it passes the authentication layer. So it's all about stopping the threats, right? So we are here putting that anonymizing the data and understanding the risk behavior. So if we see that it's a risk coming in, then we use that data to further ask the user for a step up verification or just to deny the request. So that's the only usage where we use the user's location. Other than that, we don't track the users, nor users will be worrying about any other concerns. Like suppose they are logging in from XYZ place. Now, if user is not supposed to, for example, access the application say from outside the US, at least our system will keep the business secure by not allowing such access. But in terms of how they are logging in to the systems, and here where we provide the multi-layer security once again with InfoSecure. So both the InfoSecure's password login, the QR code based login, and assisted login from their supervisor or manager, that plays a great role in how users can still do a multi-factor and a secure login without carrying their own device.
So also, I would like to know that same if it's a scenario about an organization. So how you are going to handle that? Like bringing your own devices scenario is going to there in an organization. How Rainbow Secure will handle that?
So Rainbow
The
Secure
student
will
may
continue
not
to
be
build a profile.
sorry. Student may not be using that kind of application. They're only educational applications. But when we are talking about an organization, the data is very sensitive and critical. So how Rainbow Secure helps there?
So with SaaS applications, whether employee is using his own device or a company provided device, SaaS applications that we unify will help the employee connect to the multiple business applications and continue to work with the usage of the internet and the cloud. So whether it's the students or employees performing his business functions, we are here to help them connect those applications into one platform. And Rainbow Secure will also help business to securely configure those SaaS applications. So apart from providing our multi-factor and single sign-on, Rainbow Secure has a internal team as well as partner team that will help based on the project how to securely configure those SaaS applications and keep the business secure.
Thank you, sir. Nehal, do you have any question?
So, Dhaval, I like to know what kind of partnership opportunity that Rainbow Secure brings, or how you can encourage our partner to join us.
Sure, good question. Rainbow Secure works with a couple of different types of partners, ranging from system integrators, software platform, SaaS platform developers, as well as we work with the channel partners like MSPs, MSSPs, and the one who work on a government projects where they work on a custom government projects where we help them bring the security portfolio and the security services for the project. So our partners are security professionals, our partners are startups, our partners are system integrators, as well as software resellers. We also have a identity partners at for enterprise level, like Okta is our partner who is providing Rainbow Secure plugin to secure their Okta dashboards for their users. So Okta and Okta Auth0 platform users can secure their users, optimize and improvise the user experience of their platform. Same way, we have a partnership now with Checkpoint. Checkpoint is another solution provider in cybersecurity. So here we have a relationship at a solution level where Rainbow Secure and Checkpoint work together to provide a secure portfolio, whether you are looking for guarding your applications in cloud, whether you are looking for securing your cloud tenants, your VPN presence, all those part of the puzzle of the cybersecurity gets covered by the partner. So same way we have a partnership with Microsoft as well, and Azure Marketplace where we have listed our solution. So anyone can purchase or inquire about Rainbow Secure products even from the Azure Marketplace and succeed into their Azure cloud journey with Rainbow Secure.
Thank you. So, can you give some insight currently how Rainbow Secure help their customers? So, some of the testimonial you can share with us, that would be great.
Sure. Actually, Rainbow Secure's customers are very, very happy with the experience and with the care that we provide to their needs. It's not about just like selling them certain solution or selling them some service. It's about listening to what they need. It's about listening to what their pain is. Plus, sometimes customer may not even know there are opportunities for improvement, or they may not even know that there are certain risks they face today. So Rainbow Secure comes in and gives a comprehensive look at their current environment, their digital tools they are using, their physical workflow, the usage of the different tools they have. Because shadow access is a big challenge today in an enterprise. So our team tries to discover different threats, and this is also included in one of my document that I have co-authored for Cloud Security Alliance, that shadow access challenges within the organization have to be handled. Because on one side you are trying to have a optimal security at corporate level and you are putting all those loopholes you are closing, but if you have a shadow access problem, then you would not even know that your users are sharing your company's data from your network through that application. So it's necessary to evaluate whether you are a small business, whether you are a mid-sized business or enterprise. It's necessary to evaluate your situation, your environment from the identity security perspective, from the security perspective of how the access life cycle is being handled. So that will give you an extra pair of eyes. If there's something missing, then we can help you close it. Plus, our consultants are always available to help you create the best solution.
So, can you please share some of your customer journey with us?
Yes, yeah. So I will give you a good example of say we had a e-commerce retailer who was literally struggling for securing their payment wallet and payment accounts. What we found actually is that their email was actually hacked, not the payment account. Their email got hacked, so no matter how much time they were resetting the credentials, hacker was again going in, getting the new link, and they were resetting their payment account. That's how they actually lost a couple of large amount of money earlier, and also they lost access to one of the social media page.
So she don't have like a turn on her MFA with her wallet.
So what happened is that hacker was able to even turn off that because
Oh,
yeah, and hacker had actually, because she had her token coming to her email again. So email security is very essential in today's business world. When you are operating in cloud environment, if you lose you know your email access, because not every time hacker is going to tell you that they hacked you and they try to do a ransom. They will gladly use your email, just like you are using your email. They will delete some of the emails, right? So they will erase their tracks and steps, and they will continue to misuse your email access to get everything they want.
thank you.
Hey, can you enlighten our users how to, find out if their email is being hacked?
So sometimes there would be some kind of weird things the user may notice, whether their client may say that, hey, I got some kind of email for you. I don't know what did you mean, you know. So you may think that, okay, you sent some email, and so, but sometimes you have to really listen. If someone is trying to really say that, hey, your website is not looking right, or say, I got something weird, I don't know what it is. So you should get a snapshot of that, and if you're not able to analyze it properly, you can forward to Rainbow Secure team, and here our human experts will take a look at and help you set up, help you identify what it is. Plus, going forward, will help you set up a security mechanism for your email and website, so that people cannot run cross-site scripting kind of attacks, or people cannot maliciously misuse your domain, misuse your email accounts, or misuse even your SMTP settings, because once they try to start sending emails on your behalf, and it's very dangerous. Anybody can trust your name, and if they can misuse your name, then in business they can get anything done.
So you say that like you can help them to stop, like if someone is sending on behalf of email to their customer or their employee, then we help them to stop all that kind of email challenges as well as like website challenges,
Yes,
right?
Secure provides a comprehensive defense where our website security package will handle any kind of trouble with hackers trying to jam your website. They can try to post malicious content on your website. We stop all those things with best practices and Rainbow Secure's accounting core security.
Mhm.
Plus, if you have WordPress hosting, then we can help when secure your WordPress website with the best practices. We can secure your GoDaddy hosting with the best practices. Plus, Rainbow Secure login is always there to secure both ends, GoDaddy login or the WordPress login. Coming back to email security, actually, the email encryption and everything is on the user side, but we also help business secure the name itself, because what if someone say misuses, XYZ at, some, dappergo.com, right? So any business email today is prone to be misused if you don't have proper settings on, because you are the one who owns that business name. If someone really misuses that business name, then you are in trouble. So that we stop. We also stop and give alerts into, if someone is trying to say misuse, if someone is trying to say send me an email with the name Sasi Karhal, but if is there not your Sasi, then what do you do? So that's why we also make a security headers and email headers, so that users will really know if this is a possible spam versus a phishing email. So we put intelligence onto the email platform. For that, we have to work with your team. We have to study, your usage of the email systems, and then we can put proper protection in place. So it's a custom, efforts we put in to really give you the right access and right email platform.
So one of the last question, like if someone wants to use all these solutions, how they can use it and how the cost, like currently the market depends on market. People are more conscious about security as well as the price point. So how Rainbow Secure help them?
Sure. So businesses can get, for example, the SMBs can get many of these security features included as a part of the secure business email and secure website package. Now, for the mid and enterprise customers, the Rainbow Secures offering comes at very transparent and affordable price point. Most of our solution pricing starts at $1 just. So whether you are looking for a Rainbow password login, Rainbow multi-factor plugin, Rainbow single sign-on experience, all of these components have their pricing just at starting at $1. So it's very easy to build the package what you want, and we can help you identify other missing pieces of puzzle. What's best for you? Whether you want to select the archival plugin, whether you want to select your phishing protection plugin. So we are here to help you.
Thank you, Dhaval. Thank you, Shashi.
Thank
This is
you.
the wonderful talk that we all are having, and especially this is good where we share insights of Rainbow Secure to people, how they can users, how they can use our solutions, and how currently we help them. So, any last minute thoughts or anything that you want to share, and we just want to wrap up today's sessions. And I would like to again thank you all of listener to join our today's cyber symposium and all our guests. To you,
And
Sashi.
also, it was really very informative to listen to all the insightful suggestions you have given about AI. You have enlightened us about Rainbow Secure Solution a little more with your words. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nehalji. And again, I
Yeah.
would like to thank all the audiences for joining us today for Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium 2023.
Thank you, and stay tuned next Saturday for more informative sessions and exciting talks. Take care,
Yeah.
guys.
For more information, reach out us, email us at hello@rainbowsecure.com. Also, for more, you can contact our partners as well as us to how we can help you to secure your environment and secure your infrastructures. So, this is it. We are now closing our session, and we would like to invite you for next session on a next Saturday, same time, same with a, same our different partners. We would like to invite you to join that. Please join next Saturday. Thank you. If you have any question, please send us so we will get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.